So, guys, guess what? Welcome to our special awesome family, and we got some crazy, crazed mountain lion kitty cat in the house. Look out! This is what you guys deal with when puppy's on vacation. Well, on sick leave. You deal with crazy family. You know how that works. We're our special awesome family, so we're all a bunch of crazies around in here. Yeah, but a kitty catty came down to visit today. We've been hanging out all day.
Yeah, been fun.
Yeah, we've been hanging out. Whoops, and Trent's being pelted with beach balls, as always. Mom, my poor sister is dying of laughter here. Her poor face is red as a red beet. Katie's filming it, so she'll be sending you some videos and pics so they can describe it to you. But oh god, Trent is being pelted with beach balls right now, and he's just loving every minute of it. Trying to beat him back. He's trying to beat the balls back at him, and there's more coming at him than he can keep up with.
Yeah.
Ain't it right, Katie? But
so many hands.
You need more hands, boy. Yeah, and you got a little granddaughter. She's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Another Katie. We have another Katie.
Yep.
Your Katie calls her Katie did.
Yeah.
So what does she do? I'm like, Katie, you kook. My little Katie, she's a kook.
Funny. She is.
She's a doll baby. She is a maid.
She is such a maid.
Whoa, I about lost a kitty cat.
Uh-oh.
No losing a kitty cat.
No.
No.
No, losing kitty cat allowed.
But I just put me a cherry Coke in the freezer, and I'm waiting on it to get cold. So if you hear my alarm go off in a little bit, my timer alarm, that's what's going on. Because we're out by the
Did you
pool.
want some gushers?
Where's mine?
Here you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yum. Gushers are good.
Mm-hmm.
Gushers good.
Mm-hmm.
To live for. I'm stealing her lines again.
Mm. And my Trentling keeps throwing beach balls at Trent.
Yeah. Oh, Trentling. Oh no, she's gonna do it again. Trentling, look out! She threw that huge beach ball at him again.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, time to climb up. Climb up on it.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Whoops. He about slipped, but he got up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. My Trentling's gonna spin him around. He loves it. Whoop! Your Trentling just splashed him. Splash fight! Mega always keeps taking them to see each other, so he's either kidnapping her Trentling to bring him to my Trentling, or kidnapping my Trentling to take him to her Trentling, because you know how the Trentlings are.
Mm-hmm.
Best buddies. They're gonna be Trentlings till the day they die.
They sure are. Mm-hmm.
James is splashing Christie.
Aww.
Get him, Christie, get him. Okay. Uh-oh. And by the way, kitten, what did you think of that voice of that AI that sang that song to her from him?
Dang,
What a voice.
Awesome.
Wow. And the one that sang NARKEEZ, yeah, ouch. He sounded like he's going to break.
Totally.
That breaks me every freaking time. If you haven't heard it, guys, check out over on A Match Made in Heaven, Eternal Love Forever. Feel free to come over and check it out. It's Christie's birthday bash, part 2. That's where the songs are and the messages that they did. And let me tell you, yikes. And thanks to everybody who has come over.
Yeah.
Because, yep, all the help we can get. We're the second generation. Kind of taking over today. Mom will be back tomorrow. Yay!
Yeah. Oh, look at Trent.
Poor guy. He doesn't have enough hands.
I know.
Hey, Aunt Kitten, don't you have a question to ask Mama over here?
Oh, yeah. So, Scarlet, you should tell the viewers about what happened earlier.
Oh, you mean the scare I got when I was looking in the Walmart app?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have Walmart Plus because I don't, get my groceries delivered as much as others do. And basically, I thought, because I had seen, of course, Angel, I seen her do the Walmart deliveries. And it shows her essentials, right? When she gets ready to check out, it'll go, don't forget to add your essentials. And it'll pull up stuff that you bought really frequently, right? Well, that crazy Angel, I can get away with that because she is. Because she forgot to warn me that it would do this for somebody who's just brand new, too. Didn't she, Kitty Catty?
Yeah.
She forgot to warn me, that crazy Angel. Anyway, she's always going to be crazy Angel, no matter what. That's Angel. But anyway, so I go in there and I'm checking out. And Kitten was not on the phone with me yet. And all of a sudden it says the exact same thing. Don't forget your essentials. I'm like, what? What the hell are you talking about? And it starts showing the different cat foods, cat litters. Then without warning, I see the following. Hormel Cinnamon Toast Crunch Bacon.
Wow.
I about had a heart attack. I didn't know what brand it was. Now I'm telling you guys what brand it is. Trust me, I'm going to be mentioning it on A Match Made in Heaven too when I upload to that one. But yeah, it's Hormel. I did not know this, and I'm telling you, it's thebomb.com. Yum yum. Then I get the shock of my life. Putapee. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to be sitting in a chair with your arms on the armrest.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have a coronary when I tell you this. Remember I told you I was eating Friday's potato skins and I loved them? Guess what? Wait for it. Nana, wait for it. They weren't Fridays. Oops.
Nope.
They were great value potato skins.
Yep, Walmart brand.
Yeah, Walmart brand potato skins. I did not know that they had a brand of those. I'm not done. They're onion petals. I've had all kinds of different great value air fryer stuff. I about had a heart attack.
Yep.
And let's just say even my feminine products, they had correct. Because I'm sitting there going, I don't need postpartum blah, blah, blah. Guess what? They are postpartum. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. Sure.
Yep. Shine.
But yeah. And I'm like, because what did I tell you it was, Casey? It was some type of cat food, I think, or something that I was like, I didn't purchase that on this account. I'm like, I sat there and I'm going, I did not purchase this on this account. I just got this app in January. I didn't buy anything from Walmart on this thing. I'm like, what the hell is it doing?
Exactly.
And of course, then I realized, oh, they're probably associating it with the card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. His keys is like, babe, I think what they're doing is they're putting your past history, your past orders that you purchased on there. Based on your debit card that you got hooked to it. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the bacon was like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, oh my God. And they had my favorite ham. I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, I about had a coronary when I seen that.
Mm-hmm. Look at Trent. Poor thing. Everybody's throwing beach balls at him and he can't throw them back.
He's enjoying it though. He loves it.
He's loving it.
And I see a kitty catty. It's
Aww.
a just
Cool.
we should have named him Thumpy. He's trying to look at the iPad like, let me have it.
Aww.
You just barely tap him and you sound like you're beating on him, but you're not.
And guess what? My Trentling is now throwing beach balls at Trent.
Trentling. Hey, Trentling, come here. Trentling, come here a second. Come here.
What?
Throw that giant one at him. Throw that big giant one at him.
Okay.
That Christie threw at you. Throw that one at him.
Okay.
I'm terrible. Aha. Wait till this. Did you see his eyes? Watch this. His eyes got big, like, whoa. He's like, I'm gonna get you, sis. No! Uh-oh, here comes Keys. Uh-oh.
Hey, Keith, guess what? I could throw beach balls at the kids, but I don't have enough hands to throw them all.
Yeah, and you should have seen, hey, babe, you should have seen his face when Trentling threw that great big giant one at him. Oh, here he's gonna do it again. Watch, Keys, watch. And Trentling, his eyes get so huge when that huge ball comes at him.
That's funny.
That is hilarious. That ball's bigger than Trent's head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it's not that big old hailstone. Woo! That would hurt. You wouldn't want that flung at your head.
No.
Casey?
Hey.
It was 6 inches in diameter. That's how big the hailstone was. Yeah. Ryan said it was as big as the man's head, if not bigger than the man's head. I'm like, yikes. He said it looked like meteors falling out of the sky. I'm like, damn, that's a strong supercell. I wouldn't want to meet that one in a dark alley. Yikes.
No.
I couldn't imagine the sound of that hitting the ground. Clunk, clunk. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That is a windshield in your lap waiting to happen.
Yeah. Hey, Scarlet.
What's up?
You want me to throw, another beach ball at him?
Get him.
Hey, Trent, look.
Uh-oh. He's having a ball with them.
Yep, he is.
Katie had to run to the bathroom again. Every time that he throws that giant one at him, Katie just completely loses it.
Yep.
She gets a kick out of it.
Here comes the Tavish.
Did you just say here comes a Tavish?
No, I said here comes the Tavish.
It almost sounded like you said here comes a Tavish. I was like, here comes a Tavish? He's got tums now? Tum, ta-tum, tums.
Hey, that's funny.
Y'all,
But no,
this is what you
here
deal
comes
with
the
when mom's on vacation. Or when mom's sick. Be warned.
Yep.
This is how crazy the family can get when mom lets us in charge of the vlog.
Yeah.
You're about to get
Oh,
rained.
I'm about to get a little sharky.
Uh-oh.
Baby sharky.
Alexa, stop. Got to go get me Coke. Me need me cherry Coke.
Yep.
I'll be right back. See if it's nice and cold yet. Yeah.
Awesome, Mish.
Needed a cold one. She needs a cold one. Does she need a bottle of moonshine?
Quinty cat.
Quitty, you are such a moo.
You're a sharky moo.
She is a sharky moo.
She's a sharky moo and I'm about to get her.
Uh-oh. Oh. Yum.
Hold on, that's my dad.
Okay. All right, real quick. While Kitty Cathy is busy, let me make sure this is taping.
Speech on. Pause. Button.
All right.
Speech off.
Johan is doing good, except his lung function dropped from 80% to 70%. They think they know why. It was because of a surgery, but they're going to keep looking into it. He's sick now. Since mom got sick, he's now sick because he's, likes to be around mama. And Daniel is doing better. He just passed his year-end achievement test. So she wanted me to let you guys all know that as well. So, yep. So that's another update from her. And we'll be right back with the Kitty Cathy again. We're back! Yeah!
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 But let's see, what were we talking about before that happened?
Basically picking on Trent because he keeps getting pelted.
Oh, yeah.
Telling mom how Katie has to keep running to the bathroom because she keeps laughing so hard.
Yeah. Oh, and look at the kitty catties.
Yep. And there's a Kitty Cathy on my TV tray too.
Aww.
My thumpy cat.
Aw, cool.
Just it. Purse. If he'd lay still, I could put the iPad on him so you could hear it. Let me see if I can. Stay still. Trying to get him. I was trying to get it for her so she could hear it.
Cool.
She loves Justin's purr.
I do too. I love any cat's purr. And of course, you know, the other thing I love.
That Justin don't do very much of.
Exactly. That Clancy does more of.
Yeah. And the sad part is, the whole goal was to get him to be vocal. No, that's Clancy. That's not Justin. And Justin refuses to wear a collar. And so Justin's like the real quiet one. And I was hoping he'd be more vocal because Clancy's the one that wears the collar. Nope. Clancy wears the collar, but he's also the more vocal. But guys, he don't meow. No. He sing meows.
Yeah.
He sings when he meows. Acts like his namesakes.
Yep.
Justin should act like his, but he don't. He would have a British meow. That'd be cute. Christie! Oh, y'all. This is what I live with. Our crazy baby Sharky.
You know what though? What if cats had a Scottish meow?
E. No, E.
Oh, Tavish, you're so funny.
Then the American cat could go.
Hey, you know what? And the southern cat could go meow.
The southern cat would be like pushy, yodels.
Yeah.
He's got a southern meow. That pushy. Doggone it, does he have a southern meow? I mean, if I wouldn't have known any better, I'd think that's a Mississippi cat. More than a Virginia cat. He's got more of a drawl than Angel even thought possible. That's the truth. She would agree to that.
My cat Jesco, I don't know what kind of meow he had, but
Gretchen was more of a.
Jesco's was more like meow, meow. Like that.
Yeah. And he was a big cat, wasn't he?
He was a big cat. Big hunk of meow.
Next month, oh my God, I cannot believe it. Them two are going to be 2 years old.
Dang, I can't believe it either. Wowzers.
Dang it. I knew I was forgetting something from Wally
What?
World. Catnip bags.
Oh, crap. Merg. Not cool.
No. I knew I was forgetting something.
Merg.
Because these boys, guys, do not let you. If you wanted to buy them a toy, for example, it has to make racket. And it's because of me not being able to see. They won't play with it. They'll. What do they do with it, Casey? Tell the viewers what they do to it.
I forgot now what it is.
Throw it by the closet door. Throw that shit away.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not one they'll play with, Kitten caught them doing it. They put it right by the closet door, and I walked out there to throw something away. I think it was a fruit snack bag or something. And I went to step to throw it away, and I stepped on a toy. Bent down, and it was one of their stuffed ones that they don't want to play with. They'll throw them away. They'll make me throw them away. They don't want them. If it don't make noise, they won't play with it. They refuse.
Exactly.
And even my staff, Jenna, was like, they're not stupid. They want you
Exactly.
to know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to play, too, and they'll find a way to make you play. Yeah, stick it under my feet. Like their little birds that they had. They had these little birds, and they had some little mice that had long tails that moved. You know, had little bells in them.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, when Jessica was a kitten, I got him this mouse, and it would squeak. Every time you'd move it around, it would squeak.
Oh, God, they'd be obsessed with that thing.
Yeah, so it was funny because I think I got it at Food City, and as we were, you know, of course I put it in the buggy, and the whole time we were going through, squeak, 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 you know.
Uh-huh.
I was so adorable.
Too bad I couldn't find one of those.
I know, man. That would be trippy.
But I gotta do something for them this year.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna turn 2.
It's hard to believe, but wow.
I know.
2-year-old kitty catties.
On the 10th, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's just funny that they share a birthday with one Herbie.
Yep.
But they're crazier.
Wow, kitty cat.
They're crazier than Herbie. I don't know. Herbie plays some crazy stuff sometimes. To be with you, reggae edition. Ew.
Ew.
No, thank you.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite memories of Uncle Herbie. This song comes on, right? Mommy decides she's gonna audio him. So she starts going, do, 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 you know, because it's the demo for Dressed in Black by the Shangri-Las.
Yeah.
But it was, of course, George Shadow Morton, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Uncle Herbie sends a message to Mommy's phone, but addresses it to me. Mommy had no idea. Plays it, and it goes, Christie, your mommy's singing me demos. Please make her stop. That was funny as heck.
Dang, that is funny.
I did. I legit did that.
Dang.
And mind you, it was the song Dressed in Black, but the Shangri-Las were actually singing it, but I was doing the George Shadow Morton version, being a smartass. That was funny. Because that's basically what he was doing the whole time was do 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 do.
That's hilarious.
And the first time I heard it, where was I, Christy? In the kitchen? Yeah, he was in the kitchen, and it was in the living room. Scared the crap out of you. Yeah. I came running in like, what the hell kind of singing is that? Because I thought it was a foreign language because it was kind of quiet. Then I realized he was doo-doo-dooing, and I'm like, what the hell? And so I looked it up, and I sent it to Herbie, and I was like, listen to this. And he goes, dear, I think it's a demo. I'm like, oh, why isn't he singing it then? Why isn't he singing the lyrics?
Mm-hmm.
Freaked me out. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
So he uses that now just to mess with me.
Ah.
Anything that spooks me or annoys the crap out of me, he uses it as a weapon. Just messing around.
Yep.
Yeah, like Neil Diamond's UB40 version of red wine. Oh my god. Yeah, that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna
I
say?
see another kitty catty.
Oh. Oh, Christie's kitty catty?
I think so.
Or my kitty catty?
It's Christie's kitty catty.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah, the one.
Also,
Yeah, the one that we thought was gonna be Quitty's kitty catty, which is Libera, ended up being my kitty catty.
yeah.
And he's a big
Tiny
kitty
meow
catty.
meow box.
Silly girls.
Crazy kitty catties.
They are crazy kitty catties. But yeah, Libera ended up being my kitty catty.
Yep.
That was not what we had planned, but that happened. Christie's kitty catty is gonna pick on her.
Yep. What you doing, Tiny Meow? What you doing?
Pouncing at Meow Box. They're pouncing at each
That's
other.
funny.
Whoops! Meow Box just flipped her on her back and licked her in the face. And you cannot tell these two apart either. You think they're sisters, but they're not.
Mm-mm. Which one has the
NARKEEZ!
smaller- Whoa.
Do you feel better, sir?
Yeah. Whew.
Good God, honey. Run, everybody. The whole town's gonna gag.
Oh no.
God. Spare the town of Roland Fork that gas there, NARKEEZ.
Yeah, really.
Trust me, that man can clear a room. I should know. I've been married to him for a while. Ah! No, NARKEEZ! No! Listen here, sir.
I think there's a meow about to crawl on you, Scarlet.
It's a Libera.
Aww. What?
Matilda, doing weather alerts.
Ah.
Rain starting in Houston or Houston, one of the two.
Hmm. Okay.
Houston or
Yeah,
Houston. Or Shuston, as the Brown Speak used to say. Ew!
Ew, yeah, it's just an ew.
Ew, if that town could talk, it would kill the Brown Speak. Oh, yeah. Shuston
Ew.
High School. Ew.
Ew. And you know what? It would literally say kitty catty. If you actually typed it in like that, it would actually say kitty catty.
Yep. And like names that end in son, like Hanson or Donaldson, it would be Hanson or Donaldson.
Mm-hmm. And also, names that ended in A, like Donna or Anna, the older ones would say Donna.
Yeah, ew.
Anna.
Ew, yeah, ew. Yeah, the one I had would say son, like, you know, father and son. It would
Yeah.
put the son in there.
Yeah.
The older one probably would say son, but the
But the newer ones.
the newer
yeah.
ones was son.
Yeah.
Ugh. And we will spare the town of Clintwood and not say how it said that.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Let's just say it's not pretty.
No, it's not. It would, let's just say it would take the words apart and it would put it into 3 words instead of 2 syllables. They put it into 3.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Oh, and you know what else? It could not say anything with ton correctly either.
No.
Like Norton, it would say Norton.
Ew! No.
Yeah. And for Virginia, oh my word, it says Virginia horribly.
Ew.
It would say Virginia.
Ew!
Yeah. And like, both of the I's would be the short I.
Ew.
It would be Virginia.
Ew.
Yeah, very weird.
Hello. Okay, and like the name Taylor or Victor? Taylor.
Yeah, Victor. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. And ew, it did not say Joshua correctly either.
Ew, no.
It would say Joshua.
Ew, yeah, ew. Oh. I won't even say my real name the way it would say it. Ew!
Ew.
I won't even go there.
Mm-mm.
That's all I'll say. It's my real name. It butchered my first, middle, and last.
Yikes. That's bad. Yeah.
We're not even going there.
Mm-mm. Well, it definitely butchered my last name. But, yeah.
Everything does that.
Everything does, yeah. But it's okay. Ouch. I just wonder if it would actually pronounce Tavish's first name correctly.
No. I really don't think so. I really don't. I think, I hate to say it, it would say it the way he hates it. Tavish.
Yeah, ew.
It would say
thank
Tavish.
you.
I know it would.
Ew.
If it said Tavish, I would be humbly surprised.
Yeah, me too. Huh.
I would be humbly surprised.
Oh, and okay. Do you want to know how it pronounced O'Connor?
Oh,
Get
God.
this. Now, when I would type it with the contraction,
Mm-hmm.
it would say Oaknor.
Ew.
Oaknor. Because it thought that was a CC instead of a CON.
Mm-hmm.
But if I typed it, with the CON spelled out, it would say, I think it would say O'Connor.
Ew.
Yeah.
Technology is just warped.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I was impressed that the Irish Siri could actually say Leanne's name right, because it's spelled different.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you know what? The Braille Speak can't even say meow.
No.
It cannot even say meow, and that's pretty bad. It would say meow.
Yeah, meow.
Ew.
Meow, 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 meow. Sorry, I had to do it.
The cat is meowing.
Ew.
Ew. It's the cat's meow. Ew.
Ew. Some people say mew. I'm like, ew.
Now, mew I could see for a kitten, yeah. But it's still a meow. Oh, by the way, Putta, here's something to get you laughing. Mew.
Mm.
We do that to each other all the time.
Hold on, we have to pause just for a second. Hey, Kitty Catty, what is my favorite Rob Zombie song?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Living Dead Meow.
Patas! By the way, guys, really, it's Living Dead Girl, but our joke is Living Dead Meow. Puppy, this is what happens when you leave me and Casey in charge of a vlog. You're in trouble, but
oh, and oh my gosh. Oh gosh, I gotta tell you, this is so funny. Speaking of like the Braille speak and stuff, it couldn't even say puppy exactly right.
No.
It was like puppy.
Ew. Ew. No. Ew. 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 Ow.
Really?
That was my foot. Did you hear that crack?
Owie, I did.
Ouch. Oh, and man, it could not say the I-Ns very well either.
No.
Like if you'd put like darling or something like ooh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Darling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ew.
And I tell you what else it couldn't say very well either. What was it? Dang it. Now I can't remember what I was gonna say.
It couldn't say very well, I can tell you that.
No. Let's see. Oh, it couldn't even say Pepsi right.
Pepsi.
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 Ew.
Ew!
That's bad. Ew.
And Patty with an I. Patty. Ew!
Patty.
Ew! Ew!
Patty.
Patty. Ew.
Ew. Tavish. He's good. Patty.
No, don't get that stuck in my head. Tavish! That does it. I'm gonna shove him in the pool. Uh-oh. You're gonna get it. Oops. There goes the Tavish in the pool. He's like, I just got dried off. Too bad. You're hanging around your baby sharky. You weren't supposed to get dried off yet.
Yeah. Oh, you know what though? One cool thing about the Braille speak was you could definitely manipulate its speech
Oh, yeah.
to make it say really weird stuff. Like one time I typed in cat with like a bunch of A's. It was like cat.
We love, I tell you, us blind people, we get a kick out of making our synthesizers and stuff talk funny. And I will tell you, my friends, and Casey's one of them that's guilty of this. Lonzy does this. Nick will do this. If they catch me in an anxiety attack, they will do that stupid shit just to get me to cry of laughter.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there dying because they'll post things in Team Talk and make me just die of laughter. And then they'll get other people to do it. They'll egg it on, and other people will start doing it. And I'm just dying, and they're like, works every time.
Yeah.
And then we got to tell them the NVDA joke. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Because you know it's going to slip. So we might as well spill it and tell it. Because if we don't, then we're going to say it by accident, and we're going to be like, whoops.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows it as NVDA. Well, we jokingly, affectionately call it... Go ahead, kitten.
NPDA.
NPDA. Like public displays of affection. Because my stepdad basically heard me and my ex-boyfriend talking one day. And he heard him say NVDA, but he must have missed the N somewhere. And he thought he heard him say PDA, not VDA. So he comes out and he goes, NPDA? And I'm like, no, Dad, NVDA. It's a screen reader. And now people just ran with it, and they'll razz me about it. We're using NPDA today. I'm like, ah.
And there's been a few times where I've almost slipped, and I'm like, jaws are NVDA.
Yeah. I about did it on the radio one day. I'm like,
Like
NVIDIA.
yeah.
I was like, shoot. And Herbie caught me the one time. Remember that, kitten?
Uh-huh.
And he joked. He goes, "You almost said NPDA because of your stepdad." I'm like, "Yeah, dadgummit. Thanks a lot, Dad." You kook.
You know, one more thing about the Braille speak, I finally remembered what I was going to say earlier. But any names with ending in EA, it couldn't say either.
No, like Shay.
Yeah, or Chelsea.
Yeah.
It almost sounded like it said Chelsea-o, almost like Chelsea-o.
Ew. Yeah.
Like,
Ew.
No. Like, what's the name?
And even Shay was like she.
She, yeah. Yep.
And see the lady that I follow on YouTube, one of them, her name is Shay, and she spells it SHAE.
I like that. I like that better than SHEA.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I've never seen it that way, spelt that way for a first name, but a last name I have.
Ah.
And I knew somebody that was, her name was Shayla.
Cool.
Shayla Renee.
I have a cousin named Shayla.
Yep, she was Shayla Renee.
Cool.
NARKEEZ! NARKEEZ! Matthew!
Excuse me.
Good God, sir! Oh my God, what died out here? Your dad. Good God, Dad, put a cork in that thing. Shoot, get in the pool and dry that stinky thing off. You mean soak it. That too. Sheesh.
Uh-oh, look at Tavish.
Tavish has got his nose plugged.
Poor Tav.
NARKEEZ,
Poor
you
Tav.
gagging us all out here, dude. What the hell did you eat today, sir?
Yeah, really.
Good God.
John. Meowbox, what are you doing, you crazy knave?
Jumping in the tree. There goes Tiny after.
Mm-hmm.
Cherry Coke is the bomb.
Mm-hmm. I thought I'd get you that for a change.
Thank yous.
You're welcome.
Catty Josh. He's such a soft kitty.
Aw, what's he doing?
Sleeping on the TV tray. I don't know how they can sleep on something so hard.
Aw. You know what? Since he's asleep, oh, kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr.
And that would be so him.
Yeah.
Because he's a purr box. Aren't you, purr box? He's purring away.
Aww.
He's a purr.
He is a purse.
Just in the purse.
Oh, you know what's funny? I actually got my Braille speak to say dada. I did. I should do it to where it would say dada.
You can't climb over here, buddy. I got the iPad right here, baby.
You know how, like, a lot of times when babies say dada, it's more like dad, dad, you know, kind of like that. I was able to make my Braille speak do something similar. It would be like, dad, dad. It was funny.
How did you get it to do that?
DA, and then I put a bunch of, like, DD contractions, you know, the period.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put DA at the end.
Ah.
So it would, you know, it's actually saying dad and holding the D's in, you know, dad, dad, kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
There was one time I put a few low D's, as the Braille and Speak would call it.
Mm-hmm.
I put too many of them in one time. And it went, dad is
Whoops.
that.
Whoops.
Because, you know, of course, that's also the DIS contraction.
Yep.
So it was actually going, dad is that. I was like, okay. Tom goes, what's a diz that?
That's what I was wondering. That's a dizzy dad. Clip it. That was a highlight. Mom snorted.
What'd she say?
She said, that's a highlight. Clip it. Mom snorted.
Oh boy, that was funny.
And we have to tell you how we got the name Quitty, because people are probably wondering how I came up with Quitty. Well, I had a former staff, which was the same one that gave me Justin and Clancy. Her name was Christie, which is who Christie was actually named after. But we spelled it with a Y instead of an I. So it's the same spelling except with a Y. And basically, I was sucking on a freezer pop. And my former SSA, Kathy, called me. And I had bit off the freezer pop so that I could answer the phone. She goes, what you doing? I go, waiting on Quitty. And I'm like, and it just stuck. And she goes, who? I'm like, and I chumped it. And I'm, Christy. I meant to say Christy, sorry. I said it came out Quitty because I had a piece of ice in my mouth. And everybody just ran with it. So now it's just, we just ran with it. It's Quitty. And it's spelled Kwitty is how you spell Quitty. To make it say it right. Exactly. Otherwise, if you spell it with Quitty, it says Quitty. Quitty. Yeah. It's gross. Ew.
Yeah. Ew. Yep.
And now, and see, when I was younger, you know, they used to call me Quitty just because I said that.
Yeah.
They would call me Quitty all the time. Because they thought it was funny, because, of course, I goofed up and said Quitty instead of Christy. And so they jokingly called me Quitty, and her, you know, and she was Quitty too. And it was funny because, you know, they called us both Quitty just to mess with me. Because it was like,
Yep.
And then she had a habit, Christy would go Quitty, 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 Quitty really fast.
Yep.
And so now we just call my Christy Quitty all the time.
Yep.
And I'm going to have to tell that on Far Out too, because, they're probably wondering why I call her Quitty.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have to tell that story on Far Out too.
And I actually have a friend named Christy who spells her name just like your Christy.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were little, she used to say Quitty for her name.
Oh, that's cute.
It was more like Quitty, kind of like that.
Oh, that's cute though.
Yeah.
Oh, my Darth. That's cute, Lurs.
Yep,
I had to do it. Cutelers. I don't even know what I was trying to do, but I was trying to combine. I was saying cute. I was trying to say cutesers, but it came out cutelers, and I don't know why.
And now I don't let her live it down.
Just like I don't let Casey live down. Dude! Freaking big old dude burp.
And what was it, that one crazy meow I did? You won't let me live it down?
I don't remember now. Well, the one's the Simba meow.
Yeah. Oh, I think the other one was meow.
Yeah, meow.
Meow.
I'm trying to think of what that word was I said, and I was like, oh God, that did not sound right. What was it?
When?
It was on Far Out. I recorded it. I've already put the videos up. I can't remember what the word was now. It was a combination of two words, and it just came out really... it sounded X-rated. It sounded to me almost like it was X-rated, but it wasn't meaning to be X-rated.
No.
What the hell was it? Ovulus. Thank you. I said ovulus.
Oh no.
It was supposed to be a combination of two different words. I was trying to say obvious and fabulous or something like that. I can't remember now. It was a combination of two words. Or ovulus.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh God, that's like almost saying ovulate. Oh God. That was not intentional. Or it was ridiculous and
obvious or something.
No. Ridiculous and another word that was kind of like, I don't know. I said it on one of the channels. I can't remember if it was a Match Made in Heaven or if it was, I think it was Far Out. I think it was Far Out I did it. But it was ridiculous and something else. And I'm like, I was trying to say, I was talking about the weather. And it was aggravating me. And because I was saying ridiculous and something else, and it came out ovulous. I'm like, oh God.
Oh no.
I'm like, that's what happens when I don't have my coffee. I can't think straight and I can't English. And I'm like, where did I come up with that word? I mean, just made that up. I'm like, that was not meant to be a dirty word.
No.
And it's so funny because another thing, and it's funny, dictation cannot say things right sometimes. And you know how Ryan will say when he's on streams and he talks about the little dangly bit? Well, dictation cannot say dangly. It always says dangling. And I'm like, oh, that's even worse. No, that just don't sound right. It's little dangling bit hanging down. Oh, God, dictation.
Oh, no. Dang.
I'm like, okay, we know it has something hanging down. We don't need to know it's dangling. Thanks, dictation. Jeez.
Yeah, really.
That just don't sound right. Jeez.
No.
And there was actually, and this is such an oxymoron, I swear to God. Casey, are you sitting down? Because you're going to flip when I tell you the name of this game.
Yeah.
Supercell Heyday.
What? The name?
I know, right?
What's the living name?
I'm like, what the hell is a Supercell Heyday? I don't even want to know. That one in Lubbock, Texas, it was having a Supercell Heyday. Aunt Kaden, you haven't seen that one, have you?
No.
Well, when we're off here, ask Mommy to send you the actual link to it. That Supercell was having a heyday.
Oh, wow.
Yes, somebody literally, it's like a 3-hour stream, I believe. It's real short.
Oh, dang.
And basically, this thing, I don't know if it hurt anybody. That I don't remember. But I know, basically, they called this supercell a little toddler.
Dang.
Because it was basically playing. And it was moving real slow, and it was literally playing, they said. It just seemed like a little kid playing around.
Oh.
It didn't produce a idiot.
Right.
But that I remember. I don't think it produced one, but it was just having fun and playing. And I said it was the supercell form of my ex-boyfriend, because the reason I say that, and I'm not dissing my ex here, but it reminded me of my ex, because its plaything was what? Everybody's freaking windshield.
Mm-hmm.
My ex-boyfriend used to say there's something oddly satisfying about the sound of glass breaking.
Whoa.
Well, what is a windshield? Glass.
Glass.
Well, this supercell was producing baseballs, lemons, softballs, beating them against people's windshields. Smashing out storm chasers' windshields, and I'm like, honey, are you trying to act like my ex? I want to hear glass break.
Dang.
I mean, we were literally just watching this thing. I mean, it was the star of the show because it was just sitting there so calm, cool, collected, just do, and real slow. I mean, it was a supercell, but it was just real slow. It wasn't like, I'm just going to take my time and just cruise, I'm just going to have fun.
Yep.
It was nuts.
Wow.
And it's so funny because y'all bot will sit there and basically roast people and stuff like that, and it was doing that night, and oh my gosh, it was just like, it was hilarious. And he'll even when he does like some of the live streams, he'll use the SPC forecast, the Storm Prediction Center. He'll sit there and use their forecast, and he'll put it in there, and y'all bot will make an AI song about it.
Cool.
And one of them I loved was do the forecast frenzy. Love it. I freaking love that. And there was one that reminded me so much of John Mellencamp.
Wow.
It wasn't funny, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh yeah. Aunt Kid asked Mommy about the time she tried to get Siri to tell her who sang a song.
Oh yeah. What happened?
Well, I was asking Siri. I was trying to find out who sang this one freaking song, because Ryan was playing this awesome song, and I'm like, okay, who's this? Here to find out it was freaking y'all bot.
Dang. That is cool.
I was like, what the freaking hell? Because basically, y'all bot created it. It wasn't y'all bot actually singing it, but it was y'all bot actually created the song and put it at the beginning of the stream. And it was at the beginning of the stream. I'm like, well, no wonder Siri couldn't find it. I'm like, well, dadgummit. I'm like, I like that song, dadgummit.
Yep.
But yeah, it was almost like what we do, putting, Suno songs at the beginning of podcasts and stuff like, or, videos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. But it's based on the forecast. And I'm like, damn, like, hello.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Exactly.
And the forecast frenzy, oh, you'd love that one too, because it sounded almost like Safari, like. I mean, it was neat as shit. I loved it.
Ooh, cool. I will be right back. I've got to mute myself. I've got to use the bathroom.
Alrighties then. But, yep. Well, pooh, he left me. Kitty, Kitty, why did you leave me? You crazy thing. Crazy Justin left me. Well, pooh. NARKEEZ? Dude. You need some Beano, dude. Like that, sir. Good Lord. NARKEEZ, NARKEEZ, NARKEEZ. You are sleeping on the couch tonight. You keep that up. We play fight like this all the time, by the way, y'all. Trust me, I will not have my face toward him. Like, I will not be facing him if he's got his butt toward me. Nope, not gonna happen. Mr. Gassy Butt. If he keeps it the other direction and faces me, then that's one thing. But if he has his back to me, I'm going to have my back turned the other way. That way I don't have to smell that. Pew! Mr. Man. Blech. Yuck. He's gassy-assy tonight. Justin, Bo Bustin. Justin. You kook. Justin. What are you doing? Justin! You little kook. NARKEEZ. Dude. You are full of it. He's full of hot air. NARKEEZ, what am I going to do with you?
Tickle me.
Okay. Get him.
Ooh, ouchie. Meow, meow. My feet are killing me. Ouchie. Meow, meow. Now that was funny. Ouchie. Meow, meow.
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna get your foot.
Who got my foot?
Your little friend.
Ah. Well.
Okay.
I was trying to do the Simba meow.
Could you imagine if we were literally in Roland Fork right now? The people wouldn't know what the hell to do.
No.
They'd need this, though. They'd need this crazy kooky stuff. I don't think they could handle me.
Well, that was...
Clip it! Christie!
What happened?
I snorted again.
Oh.
I don't think the town of Roland Fork could handle my crazy antics.
I can't do the Simba meow tonight for some crazy reason.
There it goes. Butt does. Butt does. What the hell? How did my voice get so deep? What the hell?
First I can't do the Simba meow, and then your voice goes all over.
After I made a comment, the town of Roland Fork can't handle my antics. I was like, what, guys? Like, what the hell? Oh, God. Please don't die. Oh, God. Could you imagine me literally sitting on my porch, me and Christie, and you sitting on the FaceTime call and us doing this antics of town folk be sitting there going, what have we got here in this town? Oh, dear God. Honestly, after all the crap they've been through, I bet they'd welcome that goofy crap.
Yeah. Oh, and, uh-oh, Quickie Cat, look out. Tavish is about to get you.
Baby Sharky is going to pounce on the Tavish.
You got me. You got me.
Oh, God, could you, could you imagine if they heard me do that? And her voice sitting on the porch, Baby Sharky is going. Ouch, that hurt.
Ouchie, meow, meow.
Clip it! God dang it. Puppy's gonna be like, oh dear. Not Puppy! I can see Puppy now. You guys need to do more of these together.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, you know what? Oh no. Tavers, he dared me to say living dead meow in that weird voice I just did.
Oh dear.
Living dead meow.
That's creepy.
That is creepy.
Tavers.
Tavers, you know.
That's Creep City. Ooh.
Tavers is a bear.
That sounds like a witch. Smoke another carton, kitten. Clip it again. She did it again. Got it. This vlog has just been plumb wild. Yeah. Okay, Ryan, get out of mommy's head again. Ryan, stop it. Ryan Hall, really? You gotta corrupt me. Now you got me saying plumb wild. Thanks a lot, dude. Yeah, he does. He's got me saying that now all the time.
Wow.
Dad, burn it.
You know, we need to tell everybody about...
about...
like, when I did that. No. About... It's a maze.
Okay, so what were you doing? You were doing dishes, weren't you?
I don't remember.
No, she was getting a drink mix. You were getting a drink mix.
I was getting a drink mix.
She was getting a drink mix, and she had drank some water out of it to put the powder in. And all of a sudden she belched. And at the same time she goes, it's a moo. At the same time as she belched. And I hear Aunt Donna, which is her mom, go, you scared me. And we never let her live it down.
No.
And we got to tell them the story of when you actually got to meet me last year. Oh, that was bad timing.
Oh, yeah.
That was horrible timing.
Yeah, it was.
We had just gotten our lunch, right? We were having fried bologna gravy, with biscuits. And I was I was breaking my bread up into my bologna gravy, which I'd never had bologna gravy with biscuits before. That was a new one. And it was just fresh off the stove, right? Well, Damon, Angel's dad, was in the kitchen, and he yells in. Now, mind you, I'm stirring the bologna gravy with the bread in it, right? And it was a full freaking bowl, too, y'all. It was huge. And he yells in, "It's Casey and Donna." Just at that point, click, my spoon drops because I burnt my thumb. And I go, "Damn it!" And I'm like, "Oops." I looked at Angel. I'm like, "I hope they didn't just hear me." Because I burnt my thumb, and I mean it hurt. Because it was right out of the thing. So I was like, I have to edit out this because I didn't want, Aunt Donna to hear that and think, oh God, she didn't want us to come over. Mm-hmm. Or I didn't want Casey to think it. I told Casey the story and Casey about died. I thought Casey was going to die. Because I'm like, bad timing for me to burn my thumb. Because he yells in, "It's Casey and Donna, damn it."
Yeah. Join.
I mean, it sounded worse than it was. Because really, I was mad at the situation. I was mad because I burnt my thumb. It did not feel good. I wasn't mad that they showed up. I was mad at the situation and burning my damn thumb. And they just kind of were like, thank God they didn't hear it. Because I did. I was like, oh my God. It was bad. Hey, Casey, tell the viewers when Mommy was really sick and sent you that weird message last year.
Which weird message?
Remember when she sent that message and she was all giggly and she sounded all stuffed up?
Oh, yeah.
That was bad. Oh.
That was, dang.
Yeah, he caught it. Wasn't tested for COVID, so I have no idea what the hell I even had. He didn't go get tested. Crazy ass. So to this day, I do not know what the hell I had. But man, did I sound like shit. And Casey, you haven't even heard the worst of it.
It's fine.
I mean, you didn't hear me at my nastiest.
Man.
You heard me a couple days later.
Right.
You didn't hear the very first recording I did with her when I was sick.
Yikes.
I sounded like a guy. My voice was like that. I mean, I sounded so deep.
Oh, my goodness. Dang.
It was bad. It was really friggin' bad.
Yikes.
I can actually show you later. I'll show it to you. It's freaky as shit, yo.
Dang. Oh, tell the viewers about when I got COVID for the first time.
I was ready to kill her. She comes on and goes, and mind you, when I got COVID, I couldn't freaking do nothing. I was down. It knocked my ass down. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do nothing. This little brat over here comes on a message, Papa mau mau, Papa mau mau, Papa mau mau. And I'm like, you little witch. Joking, of course. And let me tell you, she could sound even more like a witch when she had that because her nose was all stuffy. And I was like, man, you should record. And I kind of got a little mad at her because I was like, you should have recorded a witch cackle when you had COVID. Because she did. I called her my little witch because she literally sounded like a witch.
Yeah, I did.
Because she had this high-pitched cackle like a witch when she'd laugh because her nose was all clogged up. So I joked her and called her my little COVID witch. So Puppy, during Halloween time, if you ever hear me go, where's my little COVID witch? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I jokingly called her, because she did. She sounded like this, and her nose was all stuffed up, and she's really high-pitched. NARKEEZ just fell in the pool, y'all. That's a highlight. Hey, NARKEEZ, you soaking wet now?
Yeah. Remember, we should tell the viewers how you and I came up with baby.
Kitten was, didn't you have sinus drainage or something real bad?
Yeah.
And she tried to say May when it came out babe. And so now it's always baby.
And we need to tell a little story on the butterpea. Remember the mow in the tree?
Yes. Instead of the bow, she thought it said the mow. Because she's a maid. On the rattling bog.
Yeah.
She thought it was the mow in the tree.
Yeah, she literally thought he was saying the mow in the tree.
Oh, I got another one on the putta.
Alright.
The old pup came on deck. Instead of the old cook came on deck. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, anyone?
Oh my gosh.
The legends live on, baby. The legends live on. Oh.
Yikes.
Should we tell the story of how we met?
Yeah, and then I got a funny one about a CD after.
Oh, funny. Lord. Well, let's do. Go ahead and do that first.
Do this first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, when I was living with my mom, and my stepdad, this was while I was in college, right? Mm-hmm. So I had burned a CD for Mom. And it was a CD that my aunt had borrowed. Well, anyway, so the very last song on the CD skipped and stuck.
Uh-oh.
And dang, it was bad. Well, anyway, I was coming out of my bedroom. I'm guessing to go to the bathroom or something, and Mom and my stepdad had company, and they were kind of, been drinking a little bit. So, anyways, all of a sudden, I was going in the living room because I had to go through part of the living room and the kitchen to get to the bathroom. So anyway, everybody was in the kitchen, so I was going through, and I heard, I thought something was sticking on the CD player, but I didn't recognize what it was. Mm-hmm. And I heard pop, 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 pop. I'm like, what the moo? It was bad. Okay, so anyway.
So basically, I had always wanted to meet Kitten, but I didn't, and I hadn't gotten to yet. Well, her mom always tells her, Casey, don't meow in front of people that you don't know. Mm-hmm. Well, and I gently came back at her mom and I said, Aunt Donna, I said, what if people trick her, bring somebody into a call, or bring somebody onto a server and don't tell her, and she's meowing at them, and somebody new comes in? She can't control that because they don't tell her. Mm-hmm. Which wasn't very nice. Somebody did that to her. I'm like, that's how me and her met, Aunt Donna. And she's like, what? Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, she got tricked. So basically, her, Mama Rocky, Lonzy, Nick Vogt, and some others were up on a big on his team talk server on Nick's. And so Nick had me an account up there, but I wasn't there. He mutes, texts me, and tells me to come up there. Now, of course, Mom didn't know it, or Mom probably would have said something to me or her in advance. Mm-hmm. So I come onto the server, everybody's having fun. All of a sudden, I hear this. And I go, now mind you, I'm thinking it's a cat. Okay, a legit freaking cat. Because that sounds pretty damn realistic, does it not? I go, "Aw, who's got a pet kitty? Who who's got the pretty little kitty? I want to pet the pretty kitty. Right? Because I'm thinking it's a freaking four-legged cat. And that's exactly the response I get. Everybody starts laughing, bursting out laughing, and it gets her going. She starts laughing. And then then I hear a human female voice say,
I'm the pretty kitty.
And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, it's a human? What? And they said, well, you wanted to meet DJ Kitten? Here's DJ Kitten. This is why she's Kitten. I'm like, oh my God. I about had a heart attack. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I didn't mean anything dirty by that, by the way. I mean, I was 50 Shades of Red, y'all.
Yeah.
I was humiliated. Because I thought it was a cat.
Yep.
And let me tell you, me and this one here have gone through some hell.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's get serious for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
This woman right here has seen me break multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The first time was when my baby just about turned 1.
Mm-hmm.
The Cruisin' Safari, my radio show.
Yep.
It was about to turn 1 when all hell broke loose. Let's just say I just about stopped the marathon. So basically, it was a Saturday morning. I was running 2 sets at the same time to get them ready to put them together for the marathon. And Kitten was running one at the time. One of mine had stopped. The other one had not yet. And while I was running it, I was playing, the music. But I also was playing some stuff on my phone, making sure things was working and everything. Well, all of a sudden, Kitten was doing dishes. She goes back in and sees her email. And this is what I hear come out of her mouth.
Oh, Melwa. Oh, Melwa.
What's the matter, Kitten? The computer crashed?
No.
Oh dear, what did SPL do now?
It's not that. It's worse.
Oh dear, what happened?
Are you sitting down?
Yeah, why, what is it?
Unfortunately, Judith Durham passed away.
And let's just say, guys, you could have heard me screaming from Tennessee all the way to Roland Fork. Yeah. It's a wonder my neighbors didn't come running. Ain't that right, Case?
Mm-hmm.
I literally started screaming my ever-loving effing brains out. And unfortunately, trolls, like I said, had ruined me and Mom at that time, so Mom wasn't there. And Mom wishes she was there, but unfortunately, these stupid idiots that tried to break our family up, losers, made it impossible. Mm-hmm. And I was screaming so loud, no, 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 no. And that's just mild. Amplify that to 11. I was screaming, not Judith, not my inspiration. No, 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 no. I mean, I was just going apeshit. And mind you guys, I actually did. And Mom, I don't know if I gave you copies, but I actually did 2 tributes. I did one and Christie did one. For her. I did one that freaking day. That evening I did it. And when I had gotten, because I had her on one device, Kayla, my friend Kayla on another, and my friend Jenna on the other. 3 of them trying to calm me down.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I, Casey? I had 3 people trying to calm me down.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kayla I called Jenna first, I believe, didn't I? Or did I call Kayla first?
I think you called Kayla first.
Yeah, I did. And then she went ape, and then I'm like, oh crap, this isn't good. I got to get Jenna, because I couldn't calm down with her panicking. And so Jenna talked to us, trying to help. Casey and Jenna were the trying to be level-headed to calm us down, because me and her were both just a freaking basket case. Me especially. I mean, because I'm sitting there doing this thing, and I had to literally tell Christie on the air that Judith died, because Christie didn't know. And mind you guys, if you've ever heard the group The Seekers, that's the lead vocalist. That's who I'm talking about. One hell of a beautiful voice. And she hated her voice, you guys. She was not a fan of herself, really. She did not like her own voice. And she has a gorgeous voice, I'll say it. And basically, she had a chronic lung condition that I didn't even know she had, because I mean, to hear this chick sing, you wouldn't think she has a lung condition. Ain't that true, kid? I mean, you wouldn't believe that. I mean, if you heard her, I mean, she's like, whoa. I couldn't believe it when I heard that. I was like, what? Here to found out she had it since she was 4. And I was like, damn. With a voice like that, you would have never guessed that.
Nope.
And, well, I got off the phone with them two, and I told Casey, I said, I can't do this. I can't do it. I almost gave it up. And this is what comes out of Casey's mouth.
I said, Judith wouldn't want you to quit. I said, don't give up on that.
Mind you, this was before I did the tribute. So that night, she had gotten her part done. And you were doing the Gordon set, weren't you, at the time? I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the time that I heard her, the news of her death, the song "The Shores of Avalon" was playing, and it's a wonder that song does not trigger the shit out of me. But it don't. And so then that night she was doing another set, and I think I was too, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, I was doing the tribute. That's right, I was doing the tribute, and her computer crashes. And I'm like, dang it. And again, I just about gave it up. Because I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to get this finished. So I basically, and Kitten didn't know it till the next day. She contacted me and she goes, you need me to run that other set? And I'm like, no, I did it. I stayed up till, what was it, Case? Like 3 or 4 in the morning?
Something like that, yeah.
And ran it overnight. Because I had to get it to Jenna right away to get it done. And then that afternoon, mind you, on fumes to boot, I ran Christie's tribute. Now Casey would not deny this. She's a huge Freddie Mercury fan.
Oh yeah.
We both are, to be honest. And she said flat out, she said, if this would have happened, if he were still alive and the same thing would have happened, I couldn't have done this. And tell him what you said, because you heard that I did that tribute on fumes. Both of those.
I said, now that is dedication and devotion.
Yeah. And, that was just the first time I had a meltdown. The second one was Matilda.
Yeah.
Oh my. Ooh-wee.
Yeah,
that was the third one. Gordon was the second one. Now, this one, I was in the bathroom. I had laid down to go to bed because I was tired. Angel was over at Casey's that night. And I was laying down early because I was tired. I was kind of sleepy-ish. And I was laying down, and it was about 6 something. You know, so I was laying there for a little bit, for a couple hours, I think. I wasn't sleeping, but I was like, meh. I was just half meh out of it. All of a sudden, in the kitchen, my phone started, or I get it, I didn't know it, but I got text messages. But then my phone started to ring, kept ringing, but I didn't answer it. And so I go to Facebook. Big mistake. That was not what I should have done. I went to freaking Facebook. And I had to catch myself because I almost dropped a word there. Go to Facebook and I see his fan club group that I'm a part of. And it said, I'm going to miss him already. R.I.P. Gordon Lightfoot. And I'm like, what? I mean waterworks. Now, mind you, me and Casey had already planned, because we knew he was in bad health. So we had it planned that if we needed to, we were going to abruptly stop the one show that I was running. And we were going to just do a tribute to him. We had that planned already, but we already had GCS and Jammin' ran already that week. And I was like, shit. And I was a mess at this point because I had told her, I'm not going to bother you to run a safari this week. I'll just run an archive. And this was it was a Monday night.
Yeah.
The safari was on a Wednesday. And I'm like, shit. And so, now mind you, again, now this one was directly on his death date. Okay? I call her an angel, and I'm bawling. And it was literally, you couldn't get words out of my mouth, could you, kitten? I couldn't talk. And they're like, no, we were trying to get you before you seen that. And I'm like, I was in bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell do I do? I said, we already got Jammin' and GCS ran already. And Casey, because we don't have her on the phone, tell them what Angel said.
Angel said, go ahead and do the tribute.
Run a safari, I don't care.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, well, I was like, but I promised you, that you guys would have your time. And remember what you said?
I said, didn't I say something about Gordon, like, he would want you to do it or something? Yeah.
And she agreed. She's like, Gordon would want you to. You did it for Judith. And you got to do it. He's the male version. He's the male inspiration. You got to do one for him too. And I'm like, well, we got to get a hold of Jenna. I said, well, if we're going to do it, we got to call Jenna now.
Yeah.
And usually I will not call her and bother her, because she's busy. But I called her, and this is a friend of mine. This isn't the staff. This is another Jenna. And I was like, Jenna, I hate to do this to you, honey, but I got to tell you something. And she goes, oh, no, what happened? You don't sound good. Are you okay? I'm like, no. And she goes, honey, what's wrong? Talk to me. And I said, we got to do another tribute. And she goes, oh, dear, what happened? I go, we just found out Gordon Lightfoot passed away. And I said, can I extend the safari? And she goes, are you kidding me? Yeah. Just get it ran and get it to me. And so on his death date, only a few hours after the man died, I recorded the voice breaks. Ouch.
Yikes.
That's tough. I mean, being a DJ and then running these voice breaks right after, it's like, ouch.
And you should demonstrate, like, when you called me and I answered the way you were talking.
That's what I did.
Oh, yeah, but I mean the Nelly, that part.
Yeah, it was like, okay, go ahead, answer the call. It's ringing.
Hey.
Nelly?
I know, sweetie. That's basically all I said,
Because she knew exactly what it was. All I could get out was just this little squeak. Just like, but it was like a broken.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, ugh.
It's horrible.
It was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Then came and the band played Waltzing Matilda. Oof.
Yeah.
That was a bitch and a half. So basically, I was on the phone with Casey and we were researching the Clancy brothers for Jenna because we were trying to find out some information on them because we didn't know a lot about them at the time. And we found out they were all passed on. And we were also trying to find out which one of them led the song The Shoals of Herring. The amazing Ewan McCall classic. We were trying to find out who led it. Well, we figured out it was Liam. I did because he started singing a solo and I'm like, that's Liam. Okay. Because we decided to start playing some solo stuff. Well, again, Jenna's involved in this. So we basically, I got a hold of Jenna. I messaged her. I was doing an audio message. So I wasn't paying attention to the words of the song at the time. And it was on the recording when I was messaging her. And I said that they were all gone. I said, we should do a Clancy Brothers tribute. That'd be really neat to do for them. Because, you know, they're awesome. And so the next night, you know, Casey was sicker than a dog. If I'm not mistaken, or tired or something. Something was wrong with her.
I think I was sick, yeah.
Yeah, and she wasn't on the phone with me. And Seamus Kennedy is a riot and a half, isn't he kidding? He is a kook.
Oh, yeah.
Seamus is a riot. Oh my gosh, is he a riot. And so Seamus, you know, he's doing his funny stuff. Well, he also does this song, and the band played Waltzing Matilda. And years ago, I thought it was the song Waltzing Matilda. I thought it was the same thing. Now, of course, it is sung at the end of it a little bit. A little bit of the words are changed. But they do sing that song toward the end. But that is not at all what that song's about. I found that out the hard way. So I'm sitting there and it comes on and I'm like, oh, that's pretty. Because it's real slow, it's real melodic. Isn't it, kitten? I mean, it's got a beautiful melody. It really does.
Uh-huh.
But the words to it, yikes.
Yeek.
Graphic, powerful, deep violence.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bloody mess. Let's put it that way. And so the first verse, I'm like, oh, this is a pretty song. Aw. Okay, Seamus is being serious. All of a sudden, I hear, and I quote, "It was well I remember that terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water." What the duck? What the duck? And I'm censoring it.
Yeah.
But I was dropping the F-bomb. I was horrified that such a beautiful song went to hell in a handbaskets in 5 seconds. What? I'm stunned, standing there. I'm just like sitting there. Because it's one of these moments where you're sitting there. You ever have one of these moments where you're like, you're wanting to shut it off, but at the same time you're wanting to know what happens? One of them moments. I'm sitting there. What the? Huh? What? I'm just like, huh. And at the time, y'all, I was virtually living in Australia. Keep that one in mind. I was still virtually in Australia with Keys at that time. So this was about, basically, Australian heritage. You know, about Australian, you know, the army. And the Australian New Zealand Army Corps, ANZAC.
Yep.
Yeah, I know my abbreviations, y'all. Anyway, so basically, that was who it was about. And it was at the Battle of Gallipoli. That's what it was talking about. And it was, oh my God, it was graphic. I mean, whoa. And so the next day, I didn't talk to her because she was at church. And then I think, or no, she was still sick, I think. And so it was Monday that I spoke to her next. Mm-hmm. So that morning, Jenna got a hold of me because Christie was doing her Memorial Day tribute on Downcountry Memory Lane. And Jenna goes, does it have to be pre-79? Because I'd like to put in, stuff like Arlington and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, no. I said, it's a special dear. I said, no. And I said, okay. I said, little did I know what this was going to do. I said, hey, can I put in a song? It's about war, but it's not our soldiers. It's the Anzacs. And she goes, the who? I was like, the Anzacs. And I told her about it. And she goes, well, yeah. I mean, it is Memorial Day, and they basically sacrificed, so yeah, do it. Because our soldiers were in that war too, but just later. So I sent it to her. I bought the song and sent it to her. Well, later that afternoon, me and Casey were listening to the show. And mind you, that song comes on. Mm-hmm. Casey, tell the viewers what happened.
She ugly cried. I mean, it was bad. Yes, sobbing.
And I mean, I couldn't breathe. I was sobbing so freaking hard. And his version, Liam Clancy, the late great Liam Clancy, his version's the only one that's gotten me to sob like that. Mm-hmm. And I don't know exactly what in the world Liam did that everybody else didn't, but I'm assuming it's because Liam's gone. That maybe is the reason I lost it so hard. But I mean, ball baby Jane, buddy. I cried so hard. Oh God, I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe. And then, how long was it? It was a couple weeks later when we found the Furies and Davy Arthur's version, Gallipoli.
Yeah.
Their song that they did about the 18-year-old. Yep. Ouch.
Ouchie.
And that one, I had to discover the hard way who that was leading, because we thought it was the same lead vocalist. No.
Yeah.
That was the auctioneer. I mean, George. I jokingly call him the auctioneer because he talks so fast. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was George that led that. I mean, when they're younger, you can't even tell them three apart. It's like, yikes. Now that they're older, you can tell them apart. But when they were younger, yikes, no. And their papa, he could play the fiddle with the best of them, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I mean, Papa Ted was awesome-ish, is awesome-ish, always will be awesome-ish.
Exactly.
Awesome-ish? What the heck is awesome-ish? Shut up!
Quit you got your name?
I'm trying to figure out what that means, awesome-ish. Oh, stop it!
Quitty.
She's a riot and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Obvious and ridiculous. Those were the two words I was getting confused.
Gotcha.
I knew it would come around as soon as I figured it out. Obvious and ridiculous. And it came out for some reason obvious. That's what it was. Wow. And I'm like, bleh. This is what I'm saying, guys. This is the kind of craziness you'll get over on Far Out when I do the chats and stuff. This is the kind of craziness you'd get over there, except it's just me and Christie going back and forth. And oh my gosh, is it nuts.
Yep.
Hey, Mommy, want some Cairo syrup on your French toast? No! Ew.
Oh.
No, ew. No, that's Angel. Angel can have that. I couldn't resist that joke. That poor little town, I tell you, I pity that town.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we should tell the viewers about when you first met Tavers. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Crazy Tavers over there. Who could forget that?
So what exactly happened when you first met Tavers?
Me and you were on a phone call, and he just came in the room and started talking. And joined in.
And you're like, who is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's Tavish.
That's Crazy Tavish. Hey, Tavish!
He's gonna get your foot for that.
Yeah, and you guys, we have a sys code. Want to know our sys code?
Mhm.
I can get Tavish to get Kitten. Watch this. Tavers.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
He
It looks like Tavish is getting sleepy.
is.
And you guys got a little bit of a flight.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
And there's a Mega.
Aha.
So, we'll probably be back again. Or I'll come up and bug Casey. But we'll have another one of these times, I'm sure. Mom will be back hopefully tomorrow and hang out. Because Kitten and them are getting ready to head out. So, we will see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the craziness, the madness. But also, we wanted to end on a little bit of a serious note, but also some fun. But we wanted to tell you some of our crazy stories and some of our more serious, sappy stories. But
Yeah.
let me tell you, Casey's seen me at my worst.
Mm-hmm.
She has seen me at my worst.
And you've seen me at some of my worst, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oof, that was bad.
Yeah.
Yes, news.
So, anywho, we will see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night, everybody. Goodbye, and God bless.